let it continue playing Phoenix Point. Second game, and let's deal with this nest as much as we can, shall we? Hopefully by annihilating it. But we have initially found one enemy, so let's regret the fact that we can't actually see him.
Comms online.
I want to send you up here, but largely to just work out whether or not we can see one of the two things. Because there's normally one that spawns in there. And if nothing else, we got at least some cover in that direction. Right. So the rest of this then is going to be a case of working out how we can position up so that we can deal with this thing when it comes around the corner. We do thankfully have quite a lot of guns in close proximity. So I think between the three of those, that should be good.
Channel open.
Might be worth throwing you as well, but I think we're going to position up because I'm fairly sure... In fact, we've actually spotted one. Okay, so that is the kind of traditional location for one of them. And if we position in there, you can actually have a shot of it next turn. Okay. So I think we're going to position in such a way as to deal with that in a turn or two.
Sprinting to position.
And I think between the three of you, that should be good enough. We have one Overwatch just to cover things off. Not enough action points, but that's fine. We don't mind that. Alright, Overwatch. And I guess move closer just to make sure we've definitely got the range on it. Alright, stand by. Right, the Triton then is about to take 3 shots to the face if it isn't careful. There's one. That pistol does a lot of damage. So does the rifle. Like I say, I'm not even certain that was the one we were looking at. But, ow. Right, yeah, massively wounded. You are running away.
I'm not leaving myself exposed.
You are going to go first aid. And then position an Overwatch.
Hold in position.
You are also going to run away. Because, unfortunately, while we can heal that, you don't have a one-handed weapon. So you're on evac.
Ready to engage.
Next step. Deal with this thing.
Receiving loud and clear.
Quick aim.
Ready to fire.
And in fact, you can deal with that yourself, so we'll take another quick aim.
One less to worry about.
And indeed, one done. Oh. Yeah, it was it. I saw the fade and thought the mission was over, and then, of course, it was over. Okay, that'll do. So, unfortunate injuries aside, not a bad mission. Alright, back to base you go. So, let's do some quick level ups. Nothing really we're interested in there. We will take some speed increases though. And on that basis, we'll take the quarterback because there's always a chance we'll throw grenades. Okay, that'll do. For you, again, nothing much, so some speed boosts for you. In fact, putting you up to maximum speed for the time being. Yeah, a bit more speed, a bit more willpower. Okay, so armor break. Next attack deals additional 50 additional shred damage. So additional berserker strength. Clearly strength is good. Clearly speed is good. So we're going to increase you up to there. Okay, then we need to go and put people out of this. So you're back to Phoenix Point. Here is the Thunderbird, so I don't accidentally remember that. Fortunately, we have multiple people who need to recover, so I think we are going to have to wait a little bit, regardless. But the Synesian mission is probably our next major point to go for, and then head off there and see if we can actually find anything of note. Did get the Hatching Sentinels, did get the Pandoran Colony research done as well, but one nest done. So we are getting there. Right, fatigue's done.
Scan complete.
Scan is also done. So what we are going to do is we're going to head over to do this mission now. And also put a scan up.
This new Jericho neural tech we've been hearing about. It sounds like a pretty cool technology, really, but has anyone thought about how easily it could be abused by, I don't know, an autocratic leader with delusions of grandeur?
Worrying possibility.
It is, isn't it? Sometimes I miss the days when such questions were just science fiction. But I guess sooner or later the more that...
Well, they don't agree with their various directions, as we kind of knew about, but the Jericho are now hostile towards the Disciples of Ardu. We are neutral towards them, as it turns out. Alright. Let's start the mission and see if we can sort out the mystery attack. Oh, also, we have a level that we didn't resolve. Honestly, troop rifle proficiency is quite good. Put your speed up to nearly... Actually, we'll spend the points. Put your speed up to maximum. But yeah, 20% damage and accuracy with rifles. Savage Steve is doing well. Okay, and we deploy. So... secure the area. Alright, let's head in first. So we do have an open door, so we'll keep an eye on that. Meanwhile, let's do a dash. Get you up to there. And have you covering that door. Yeah, I kind of want to move people inside at this point. This might be the first encounter with Chiron, actually, because I seem to remember them being on this mission last time. Unless it's a timed thing, they'll just be on the next available mission, but well, staying indoors seems like a good tactic against the unknown, for the time being. Can at least set up a second Overwatch on the open door.
Providing Overwatch.
Even have a pistol watch if we need it. And then I guess we start moving up towards the other entrance. Speed and movement ability is good. Alright, move you up to there. Alright, enter, and we'll see what happens. Because we've had some confirmation of things. Also, you. Right, so knowing that's there. Quick aim.
Acquiring target.
And let's see what we can do. So obviously we've got legs we can go for. Try and we can try and neutralize it with abdomen damage. We'd only use 80 at a time though. Only the back leg has the attack. I mean, Goo's not the worst thing that could happen to us in all honesty, but it's still annoying. Let's start dealing with it. Well, let's move up. Not much really to speak of from here, so we'll just set an overwatch in that direction.
Overwatching.
If we position... What do we want to do?
Here.
Kind of want to just move you into range so you can actually try and help assist the attack on it.
Moving fast.
We'll get you there for next turn at least. So two of these should be able to do something about it. And put a pistol watch out just in case there's something else messing around. Because almost invariably there's going to be some other enemies. It's not just all going to be about this. And because of that, we need you to cover the door now.
I got this covered.
Yep, there is an enemy around. On the good news front, though, this doesn't seem to want to be doing much else, so... If we keep shooting the abdomen like that, we're just going to get it killed. Or at least neutralized.
Moving out. Let's go.
So just a quick info check on that one. So abdomen's the only thing that's taking any damage, and that means we've got a good shot at actually just nullifying the goo. Meanwhile, we do of course have this thing to think about.
I'm going.
Oh dear God. That early? Right.
Taking aim.
Right. So, headshots absolutely required now. Therefore,
Pushing on.
dash. Yeah, we can't damage it. Oh, hasn't this suddenly turned into a fun turn?
Here goes.
Damage to everything, run away.
Here.
Yeah, that thing's not even our big problem anymore. That's not going to kill us. Quick aim. Round the back of the head. Fortunately, I don't have enough time to do anything other than a pistol shot here,
Ready to
so
fire.
I guess pistol shot. Good news is it's a large target, so that at least works out somewhat for us. You also don't have dash. Okay, we're going to move you across because we may need the extra damage in a little bit.
Let's do this.
Stand by, stand by. Stand by. You're the only person who's got any kind of movement ability left. And I suppose I could throw another grenade out the window. Overwatch. Well, let's watch this go away from us. It might be trying to run away. No, it's trying to do more things. Interesting, there's a big open area that it could technically hit, so... I'd say not impossible, but do happens.
What's our move?
Your move right now is shoot
Aiming.
in the head.
Moving out.
You know, once you're out of the way of the tree.
Ready to engage.
Head disabled. Put it under a pistol watch as well for good measure. Next up. Torso is showing 17. Best place to damage it then.
Receiving loud and clear.
I can't do much to get a free shot, so it might be worth a dash move to try and definitely get this, but... yeah, we need to make this as definite as possible. So we've got
Targeting.
this, and then we've got the bash move afterwards. Also damage. It is dead, but I want it definitely dead.
Here.
Alright, damage to the leg.
What's our plan? Ready to fire.
110. Close to being done. Not going to take very much more. Put an Overwatch on just for the off chance. It's a big enough target, which helps. So say standby. Say standby. Do you have anybody capable of making a go at it? Not without a ridiculous angled shot. Oh no, you can have a go.
I'm on the move.
Enemy hit.
Another 100 damage. Did I stack on top of the other stuff? Because I don't think I did that with the sniper rifle. That was with the pistol, I think. Hey, finally some goose hits. Unfortunately... oh, you're in recovery. That's fine. Unfortunately now, you are pretty useless as an opponent. I think you're actually finished.
I'm here.
You're level 1, so we'll use you to get the kill just in case that's going to matter.
Ready to fire.
Missed by 5. Well, 2 high-powered enemies is worrying enough, but The fact that we're already encountering them is possibly even worse for us. I don't know.
I'm glad you decided to help us. But I hope both the Phoenix Project and the Polyphonic Tendency can at least recognize that these attacks on the mist repellers aren't a coincidence. Somehow, the Pandora virus is defending its strategic interests. Tell me, do you think we can really coexist with something like that?
You know, it's challenging. The approach is worth pursuing further.
That's what Zara said too. Very well. I hope I'm wrong.
Indeed. Well, good news. That was done, and we have the frozen site available now as well. Well, actually, we had that available anyway, but you know. Let's move up and see what we can get from the investigation here.
In 2022, a
Right, so
group
that's
of
the-
researchers
That's the anthrax
investigating an
warning we got anyway, so we know about that. Okay, let's move and explore this one. Might also put an area scan up actually while we're here. Search for site. Found some stuff. Okay, well, not the worst thing in the world. Found another Jericho base that isn't absolutely pissed off with us. And the thing for us is we really need to find, well, not necessarily resources, but we need to find another Phoenix base quite quickly if we can. Okay then, so resource protection. Let's see what we can do. It's a bit of a long distance, but this at least gives us the ability to know if there's anything coming up that way. Indeed we did. We'd spot 2. But we can move in position for next round. Okay. So knowing that, we'll set up some
Let's go.
overwatches, I think. Get our other sniper in position. You can actually have a shot now if you wanted. But I think we'll stick with the overwatching for the time being.
I got this covered.
Move you up and put you on Overwatch as well, a bit closer because you're not a sniper. And then we will cover from this direction as well.
Providing overwatch.
Could also go and grab you as
Moving
well.
to position.
So we'll go over and see about grabbing stuff, because stuff is always worth grabbing.
I'm on Overwatch.
And yeah, as said, you will assist down here. Grenade launchers. That was a significantly more effective grenade launcher. And now it's okay to protect the materials.
Here. Aiming.
Hello. Goodbye.
What's our plan?
Alright, I think the plan is move 2 and see if we can deal with this.
Moving now.
Because we've got quite a lot of enemies and we don't want launcher arms to deal with here. Quick aim.
Acquiring target.
Okay, well he's down to just the pixel,
Channel
so he
open.
shouldn't be that much of a threat really. Still.
Heading out.
Over here. Grab some stuff. In fact, grab all the stuff. Because undoubtedly it's going to be useful for us at some point. Meanwhile,
That was a kill.
one dealt with. So we move up the stairs and do a sniping shot.
Ready to engage.
Would love to take out the arm, but it's not looking likely, so we'll take a shot. So we'll be getting 2 turns, but does have the opportunity to fight back. And apparently you can have a go at this actually, so perfect.
Identifying target.
Right. Then we've got to deal with a launcher arm that's there.
Ready for action.
Or at least get enough sight on him that we can actually do something to it. It's a bit of a long run, but enemy spotted. That's not the enemy we had in mind, actually. Still. Good bit of elimination.
5 by 5.
Unfortunately, you don't have dash, so we're just going to have to move you up to there. And get you in position for the next turn, I think. Hopefully they'll still be somewhat distracted by other things. Like, for example, our food. Meantime, what's all these explosions about? I mean, other than the ones we're... Doesn't look as if we can do a lot here. Could toss a grenade down and get some disruptive damage done, but I don't think it's actually that effective against this, so maybe the players instead just position and be ready for an Overwatch. Actually, we could Warcry. Warcry works, that means he's got to move or shoot, and we've not really given him a good option on the whole shooting front, so that at least should secure him in place.
Let's go.
Move you out and move
Moving
you
out.
down, so that gives us a secondary Overwatch cover. Because you can just about see through those windows.
I'll keep my eyes open.
Meanwhile, we can go for a dash move. Oh, that might be a really good shot. Good shot here. Dash up to there. And then shoot him to death in the arm.
That's a kill.
Okay, wasted the Warcry, but ultimately still reasonably effective.
All set.
Give it a damage, give it a panic. Double shot from you should hopefully resolve this mission then. small pool of experience points gained away everybody. Protected 6 of the crates, so not the worst. And additional resources have been gained. However, we're probably at the stamina point, so let's... Actually, how are we doing? We're all above 30, so we could do one more. Let's see. Alright, so we found another Disciple of Anu camp, and here. Recover geological data. 3 sites added to that. The scavenging site added the Empress. Said 3 sites were added to the map, but I'm only seeing 2 unless they're in an odd place. Still, I think we go for the Empress, clearly, at this point. Should the Empress of Japan country itself in ruined? Accept the mission against the Disciples of Anu. Alright. Alright. Stealing Valor. All the way over there. Well, that might be relevant at some point in the future, but we'll worry about that later. For now, we're going to head back to base, but we'll go via this site. Explore, preferably before it goes into mist. Another Anu site. Alright, back home, get some basic recovery, and then we'll think about doing another scan. Because we kind of need to. Actually, can we send the Manticore out to here? We can. So we send the Manticore out to here, that can do a scan for us while we wait for recovery on the others. Alright, we're siding with them. That's we're definitely very much on the Snedrian side of things at the moment. So let's focus. Let's also then go for an area scan and then run you back home. So, with most of our soldiers healed, and we can actually swap out you for you at this point. Also level up, because training happenings here regardless. Close quarters evasion. And... don't want Reckless. Reckless is not a good ability. Definitely give you the speed increases though. And where are we? 2 strength, 1 speed. Okay. So we got the Stealing Valor mission. We also have a bunch of exploration we need to do on this side of the map. So that's where we're going, I think. Alright, you've returned, which is fine by us. Don't need to manufacture anything else. We've got plenty of resources right now, actually. So maybe it is time to finally get those things on the build. The second research lab. Means we've got 2 more power after this, so... So maybe we save that up, or maybe we go for another power facility, even though we know we don't need it all. I'll have to leave that as is for the moment. Yeah, definitely running a bit behind schedule on the research front now. We need that second base up. We know there's one in the Arctic, actually. So there should be one up north somewhere. So we'll head to these three and then that afterwards. Oop, found a Phoenix Project site with stuff and research. Right, since we know it's the Arctic, we're going to make the educated guess that it's got to be towards the north. Doomed Kingdom. Some small materials. Haven's ordinary machinery is breaking down. We'll help out for free. Okay, the Disciples of Anu give us +6. And the first initiation has begun. Okay, not the worst.
Research complete.
Right, Pandoran evolution has now begun. We now have a bunch of things that we can research here, but things that we probably want to research over this are... Let's go Siren Autopsy, because we know about the mind control thing, and that might be more relevant to us going after colonies, but we shall see. Search the Haven. Found materials. Move. Explore. Hopefully our scan's going to be finished around this time, because that would be really convenient for us. Done. Okay. So we're going to position you there, and we're going to wait for this scan to finish. Which should be soon. We hope.
Scan complete.
Okay. Scan complete. Area scan. We badly need to find something off of this, because we need that second base up and running. Largely because we can't recruit any more people until we get this done, and we need to recruit more people.
The Disciples of Anu Haven is under attack.
Okay, so we have to go and defend here. Let's move. And hope we're going to be quick enough. Well, it looks as if their defenders are going to win this, but still, we don't want them to win it. We want us to win it for them. How dare you defend yourself? We must defend you, because stuff and things. Alright, so key structures need to be defended. Currently, that apparently is everything in this building, and a few things in those buildings. Basically, they want everything defended. Everything is key. We are okay, and we can live with that. Meanwhile, this is a really weird layout. Just going to say that now. Let's have you jump down. Put up an Overwatch.
I'm ready.
You probably want to be on the ground level because it's more likely to get melee attacks if you are at ground level. So we'll position you there.
Moving out.
I'm not sure you mind, so we'll
All
position
set.
you at that point. We'll keep you on
Advancing.
high ground. And have you overwatching down there.
What's our move? Let's go.
Position her there and overwatching the other direction, I think. I mean, in some ways, this is actually a really good setup, but in other ways, it's a bit weird. Let's position up to
Moving.
here, just to cover things off. Say standby.
I'm on Overwatch. Let's do this.
Where are the enemy coming from?
Shot went wide.
Well, we now know where the enemy are coming from.
Channel open. Acquiring target. Enemy hit.
Right, one down. Yeah, we definitely want to go for this one.
On the mark.
Not quite there yet, so a bit more damage required. So options are to dash you to there, which is what we're going to do. Have you take her out. And then we're going to think about things. Because we can move down and go for a sniping attack. Even have cover, so... Spotted the second enemy in the process, but that's not too bad for us. So we can go quick aim and hopefully deal with this solo.
Gotcha.
Now, I said hopefully, but it wasn't quite that definite. Put a pistol watch up. Move you over to there, and then I guess Overwatch to that building since we know there's one of them over there. Okay. So you can't move close enough to go and take the shot for a kill. At least not initially. However, you can definitely get the kill here. Oh, yeah, that was a mistake. Doesn't matter. What kind of gun is that? Okay, then finally, just a position and I kind of want to go down and grab that. This might backfire on me, but we'll work it out later. So far, there hasn't been too much evidence of there being a lot of enemies around. And an extra pistol's not going to harm. Stand by. There was another one over there, actually. Apparent misses. Okay. Well, so far you've not been able to do much.
Receiving loud and clear.
We don't really care about this, so I think we'll leave that alone and just move up to protect this. Arm down.
Moving out.
Seems to have done something slightly wrong there, but it's fine. We'll throw the grenade over anyway. There we go. Got a kill. Sometimes heavy for the heavies to get kills. Sometimes difficult for the heavies to get kills.
Acquiring
Double
target.
shot. And we were definitely needed for this defense. Absolutely definitely needed. Okay, so New Jericho hated us a little bit more for that, but we've picked up a few more. We got a few more weapons actually, which is quite nice.
Blessed are those who seek transformation. There are some who still cling
We will cast
to
out
pain
demons.
they have visited upon others.
Where is the second initiation taking place? It is Antarctica. You realize how difficult it's going to be for me to get to Antarctica? God damn it. Oh well. Might as well run back to base. Oh, might as well deal with this, actually, since we just spotted it. I'll hope you're ready. I am wondering if Sabazvanu is deliberately the most difficult one to deal with, but I don't know. We'll find it. We possibly might find out. Who knows? As I say, I had kind of suspicions about certain things about the disciples, but nothing proved, of course. Alright, so let's move out and see if we can work out where
Enemy spotted.
things are. So we found one egg.
Moving.
But if that's still that's there, we don't have to worry about it too much. Okay.
I'm ready.
Well, let's move up and deal with the egg before we have to, deal with everything else about the egg.
Aiming.
And pistol. Okay, egg alive.
What's our move?
Currently our move is run around there. And possibly run into a bit more cover.
Right there.
So nothing there as of yet. Let's head up this way then. See if we can find anything there. Nothing yet. Okay, so we know where it is. If it's crackling, that is definitely the indicator of that thing. Unfortunately, for whatever reason, it's not letting us see it right now, which means we're almost certainly going to surprise it.
I got
Knowing
this
we have to go
covered.
this way is a plus.
I'm going.
Head up to there, and also, well, actually, we'll avoid the Overwatch for the moment. I think between these three, they could actually do it by themselves, but I just want to make sure. Overwatch down here. You'll be fine where you are, and our other sniper has already made moves, so just up to you. And since we know we can't really do too much more, put an Overwatch pistol
Hold
there.
in position.
Alerted to something. Mind flare. Was that already alerted because of how close we got to the egg, though?
Channel open.
I don't know. We're about to find out, I think.
Let's do this.
Also, very sudden ambush. Let's go for the arm since it's right there. No point in pistol watching from
All
that
set.
range, but we can definitely do the thing from here.
Moving to coordinates.
Yeah, that'll be it.
Ready to fire. Threat eliminated.
Is it active? I don't know if it is. to wait a turn just because I know that
Here.
it would be a big ask to kill it in one round, but yeah, this is a bit more. This is more
Moving
lines of
out.
what we should be doing here. Quick aim, sniping, and dealing with the other threats. Nicely done. Stand by. Pistol watch.
I'm on Overwatch. Enemy down.
Not bad, and we can have an Overwatch over there as well. Right, let's position
Running.
back for the time being. There might well be a second thing, but there could easily not be. So I'd rather have us positioned together just in case. The last thing we want is for everyone to be spread out and picked off. Actually, it's going to come 2 more. Kidding? Okay. So this should be very easily doable from here. Okay, that's not missing.
Receiving loud and
So
clear.
we do have at least one more that we need to find.
Moving now.
And so because of that, we are going to set up an Overwatch this way.
I'm on Overwatch.
The most likely candidate, if only because we saw some enemies over there. Where do we spot that egg? Okay, that's fine. Ages away.
Hostile neutralized.
What's our move?
Right. So where haven't we gone that could have an enemy? Could be down there, actually, in all honesty. But I think the easiest way for us to confirm that is to wrap around this way.
Right there.
And things. It's possible there's something there, actually. With the way that's set up. We still have 1 move left, so we'll keep an Overwatch on. We know there's 2 enemies in that direction. Move you on that way. And we'll have you overwatching in that direction.
I'll
as
keep
well.
my eyes open.
Eventually those 2 enemies will be relevant into this battle, but we want to make sure that Sentinel is really dead. Goodness is they're fighting us with pistols. Which puts us at a reasonable advantage. Okay, head disabled, and we will call out the pistol attack because pistols always do extremely well in this. It's possible it's up there.
I'm ready.
Up we move.
Preparing to
And
fire.
see what we can do. See what we can do. Not much. Okay, willpower dash.
Targeting.
So that one's very definitely going to die. kind of saw a mist shadow, so I wonder if we can sneakily find that. No, okay. Fair enough. I was trying to cheat the game a little bit, so it's fair that it hasn't worked. And also fair that that's happened. Okay.
Ready to engage.
Leading room also at least means that we're not going to get any further reaction to him. Give him the cover. Stand by. Okay, another one down. Stand by. And we'll move you up as well. Because support is always to be sought and appreciated. Warcry is not going to work, so we'll save that for the moment. In we come. Stun damage, or just going to pistol in the face? Yep. Damage.
Yeah.
Alright, you shot a sniper in the face with a pistol. Twice. Don't appreciate it. Nearly 3 times. Okay, so you need to do some medicing on yourself, and also you've lost the ability to use your arms, so not that relevant for the fight at this stage.
I'm ready.
You, on the other hand, I think we can bash you in with the axe here. Bash.
I'm here.
And since that didn't entirely work out, we'll shoot you in the face as well. You know, because we can. Well, each Triton just lost 3. Oh, that would be you.
Right there. Aiming.
Aiming and... Okay, let's move up, because we do need to deal with that egg. But we'll deal with it next turn. I'll still have an Overwatch up here for the moment. Because the turns have gone a bit long, and it's possible that we are having additional waves of enemies coming in. Okay, say standby. Yeah, the only thing we can do with you is grenading, so we'll have to use you carefully here.
Moving to position.
But might as well keep you in the party while you're useful. Meanwhile, heavy weapon.
Running.
Okay, heavy weapon scouts has found a thing. Stand by. Okay, so it doesn't seem actual other forces on the map right now, which means it's just going to be a case of finding the darn thing. So given where we've been and everything else, it makes sense that it is over this way. So, that's where we will head. Oh, there's also the possibility it's over
Moving
here.
out.
Further into the darkness.
Target detected.
And it was further into the darkness. Okay, good. So having found it, we can now actually make a go at this. So let's position you there as well. So next turn between the two of you, you should be able to take that out. The only thing I guess we'll do here for some experience points is take
Ready to fire.
egg. We could bash egg, but I don't think that's necessarily the best of plans, so we're going to move up and shoot egg.
Target down.
I don't know how many experience points you get for the egg, but oh, that's so we have been detected. That is not good for us. Okay, this is what I get for assuming things, which I shouldn't really be assuming. So we're going to bash. I'm slightly concerned that this isn't working, because this normally works. We're definitely hitting that thing. Well, that wasted all of our turns. Right, I think we probably want to move up then.
Let's roll.
I have an odd feeling we may need to rush things now. Especially as I've probably just massively wounded a heavy weapon person. And it might not be the only egg thing there.
Receiving loud and
He's
clear.
only got a grenade, I know, but...
Sprinting to position.
Oh dear, well, this has been a... not a disaster, it's been a bit of a comedy, really, at this point.
Arms online.
You can move up to there and at least be in a position to help out. Alright, that should do.
Ready?
Yep, ready and apparently in pain. Alright, give it a shot. It already knows we're here, so it can't do much else. Quick aim. And quick aim, and that will deal with this and give us a bit more in the way of positive influence with the factions.
Enemy killed.
Okay.
It would appear that diplomatic relations between Synedrian and the Phoenix Project are improving. This seems like a
We'll
positive
say we agree
development.
with Adrian again.
So you
150 research
are a
points.
potential ally, not me.
Indeed, we are a potential ally. We're a potential ally of everybody, especially at this point. So the Disciples of our new mission is going to take us an age to get to. We've already annoyed New Jericho at this point. Maybe we should be raiding them for resources, but we don't need resources right now. What we need is that second base. Well, we're going to run you back, because we might as well get some repairs and things sorted out at this stage. We're 4 hours away from the Siren autopsy, and then we can begin possible research into other things. So, Shell 2012, and I will say until next time.